Welcome, race fans, to Bristol Motor Speedway, the world's fastest half mile, as the SCSRA Next Gen Series, presented by Dev Sports Cards and Monte McClure Racing, roars into the first race of the round of 8. Tonight, the championship picture gets clearer and the pressure gets heavier. Every lap here at Bristol is a fight for survival. High banks, tight corners, and no room for error. The playoff contenders know a win tonight means a ticket to the championship 4. But standing in their way are all the other hungry drivers ready to play spoiler. It's the short track racing under the lights, and it's about to get loud, fast, and unforgettable. Strap in, the green flag will be dropping shortly. I, of course, am your host, Matt Drafty Beef Everard, for this evening. I'm just excited for this Bristol. One of my favorite tracks of all time. There's something about it, folks. We got 200 laps here tonight. One stage break at the end of lap 65. So these guys will be racing very hard in the beginning, of course. Try and get, top 10. They'll get some additional stage points. But as I said, first race of the round of 8. Let's go ahead and look at the standings going into this race this evening. Of course, the points are reset. Jesse Whittington with his... Oh, okay, let's try and get that back up there. Apologize about that. There we go. Jesse Whittington with his 3 wins. Going to be out front, that 18 points. The accumulated playoff points accumulated through the regular season definitely helping him out here through the playoffs. Followed by Travis Bennett, Matt Parasini, and Zach Lockett. But points are reset, so every race really matters. The only one with a real solid buffer is Jesse Whittington, but even a rough night could mess that up. Underneath the cut line there, we have Matthew Fritz, Garrett Walden, Sharn Hill, and Matt Bayens. So we will have to keep an eye on those guys this evening. Let's go ahead and bring up some of our race details for this evening. 75 degrees outside, 62% humidity, partly cloudy, 8 mile per hour wind. Track temperature 77 degrees. So nice cool track here this evening. Welcome in, chat. Welcome in. Go ahead, take a look at some of the cars on track. Ooh, I just realized the tower did not update for as far as who is highlighted. Drivers. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Give me a moment to fix that. We'll kind of follow around here the 5 of Sharn Hill as he gets some practice in. I go ahead and just gotta get this updated a little bit. So sorry. Be a little bit behind the ball. Oh my gosh. Oh, we can see some guys wrecking. I'm sure we are going to see a lot of that this evening. Bristol definitely, any short track really, tempers are going to flare. And yeah, All right, we can get rid of this guy. My apologies. Thank you for bearing with me. I'll just get this updated real quick. Eight drivers. All right, that should completely undo everything. That's never good. There we go. Sorry to have to change that on the fly with you guys. My apologies. Let's go ahead and look at it. Here we go. We got the 07 Lauren Vincent, currently 7th quickest in practice. Right on his outside there. Of course, that's the 78 Brad Young. Brad Young currently 18th in practice. Looks like we have 21 cars in the lobby as we speak. Maybe we'll get a few more. We'll have to see. A little bit of time. Time's winding down with just about 4 minutes left in practice. Oh my gosh. Fastest car currently on track. See him spinning there, hitting the inside wall hard. Third quick in practice, though, so far with a 14.43. Who else on track this evening? The 45, J. Stinson. Currently 16th quick in practice. Not too many cars out on track currently. Matthew Fritz out there laying down some hot laps. Now with the track temperature only being 77 degrees, I'm gonna probably get more grip from these cars compared if we were racing during the day. You know, it's still a challenge. You still got to be nice to that loud pedal coming off the corners. We've already seen a few cars in practice spinning around a little bit, but hey, that's what practice is for, is to find that limit of the car so you know where it is and what not to do. Sharon Hill driving a new paint scheme this week, the C4 Chevy Machine. Well, Lipicki out on track, his quickest time in practice so far, 14.74. Hey, Jesse Whittington in chat says, have a great night. You too, buddy. Good luck out there. Bristol can be a beast. Hope to see you on the other side of this one tonight. Thing about this colder track, though, tires will take a little bit longer to heat up. You might see drivers have to kind of stick to maybe one lane once tires do start to wear out. Just a minute left of practice. Oh, we see 56 Walt Lipicki hitting the wall hard. Our quickest time in practice coming back out on track here for a minute or two. That is, of course, the 94 Jesse Whittington. His current quickest lap of 14.38. Vince Brent in chat says, watch for them cars staying out on 30-lap old tires, Jesse. And that's always something that's going to be a big part of the game, too. Especially if we get some green flag runs where green flag pit stops become a thing. We may see people try to capitalize on tires or not. Mark Steffens in chat says, Steffens Nation in the house. Let's go 33. What's up, buddy? Let's go. Practice is now expired. We'll get a brief minute intermission here and we'll get on over to qualifying. Who can set the quickest laps? It's going to start out on pole. Let's go. Who's going to be first out on track? Like Jorge Ledesma Jr. First to get in his car. Head out on track. Of course, Jorge drives the number 13 machine here. Go green flag run, flying for Jorge. His first time lap coming now. First lap's going to be a 14.717. Only 3 people have put in lap time so far. He's second quick. First quick so far, Matt Parasini, 14.551. Second time across the stripe is going to be a 14.585, so a little bit slower. Josh Hall, his first lap was quickest, 14.752. Matt Baines out on track. And his warm-up about to take the green flag here. Justin Parham to the top of the board with a 14.49. First lap time, 14.787. Second lap, smacks the wall, probably not going to count, does not. Jesse Whittington out on track. Quickest in practice, we'll have to see if he'll be quickest in qualifying. First lap, 14.777. Whittington will get it done with a 14.462. Top of the board for Jesse Whittington. Travis Bennett coming out on track now. See him trying to get as much heat in the tires as he can before he starts his run here. Jay Stinson shoots up to 4th quick in practice. Or not qualifying. My jeez. My jeez. But you know, gonna take away 4th quick. First lap for Travis Bennett, 14.674. Sharon Hill jumps up to P2, 14.48. Oh, there we go. Top of the board for Travis Bennett with a 14.386. My gosh, that is quick. Few cars still putting in some lap times. Let's see here. Matthew Fritz, second lap time, 14.639. Cars I see, I don't know if they've actually are on track or not. As far as in the session, otherwise, most everybody has completed their qualifying laps. Looks like that will be it. Oh, not quite everybody. Qualifying session still going, so we'll not be able to bring up the results, but you can take a look on the side of the board there. In the timing tower, Bennett on top, followed by Steffens. Zach Steffens able to squeak away in second there. Jesse Whittington will be third. Sharon Hill 4th. And Justin Parham 5th. Matt Parasini coming 6th. Devin Butchno 7th. 8th will be Jay Stinson. 9th. The Lockett, Zach Lockett. And 10th, rounding out the top 10, Jorge Ledesma Jr. Coming in 11th, Lauren Vincent, followed by Matthew Fritz in 12th. Brad Young, 13th. Josh Hall going to be 14th. Matt Baines, furthest back of our playoff drivers this evening, rounding out the top 15. There we go. Qualifying has officially ended. Go ahead and bring up the actual graphic here. Perhaps. There we go. Okay. Anyway, like I said, Matt Baines rounding out our top 15 there. Michael Lawrence coming 16th. Walt Lipicki 17th. Our boy Carlton Charles 18th. Nathan Brzezowski 19th. Running off the top 20, it's going to be Kenneth Redinger. And rounding out the field in 21st, Brad King. Well, folks, that's our lineup here for this evening. You can see the car drivers now making their way to their cars. We're about to kick off 200 laps. 200. Heck yeah. Here at Bristol. It'll go quick though. If these boys keep it green, this race is gonna go by in the blink of an eye. Like we're waiting on just one more driver to grid. All right. These boys are off. Pacing goes by quick here at Bristol. Only a half mile from start to finish all the way around. Buckle up, viewers. This is going to be a good one. These cars should be dipping down. There it goes. Green flag is out. Let's go racing here at Bristol. Zach Steffens, pretty good launch on the outside. A little contact with the wall. Going to stay right at his door, though, going into turns 3 and 4. He's able to get good exit. Ooh, Travis Bennett a little loose off the corner. These guys fighting hard for the lead right away. Steffens into the wall a little bit. Carries decent momentum, though, on the outside. Is able to stay right with Bennett. Already 3 laps into this one. Looks like Steffens may think better of it. He tried to just run his own lines, get the pass underneath. Perhaps as we look right behind him there now, Jesse Whittington trying to get past that 5 of Sharn Hill. Sharn Hill was able to get by him here, and all this just a short couple of laps. Look at that ride at Justin Parham in the 19, the metallic blue and gold. Looks good. Look a little bit further back through the field. Looks like we got the 48. Matthew Fritz. Oh, 13 of Jorge Ledesma goes around. Looks like he's able to hold on to it. This will stay green. They'll keep going, living to fight another day. Here we can see the 07 of Lauren Vincent on the inside of the 23. 23 hard into the wall. Lauren Vincent, go ahead. Matthew Fritz now's got his eyes set on that 78 of Brad Young as the leaders get to be a little bit spread out here. See a few cars smacking the wall where a lot of people going to be leaving their paint, traces their paint on the wall here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Meanwhile, Travis Bennett now under attack from the 5 of Sharn Hill. Sharn Hill way up top, ripping the wall. He's able to get a lot of momentum. Can he carry it through 3 and 4, he does. Sean Hall takes the lead here at Bristol, lap 10. Already 10 laps in, believe it or not, folks. Pretty single file all the way back through. I see Carlton Trials here, Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence. A little bit there, a little bit there. Right on each other's heels. That's how it's going to be all race. We'll try and have to keep up with the action here. But for everyone staying pretty close together. Not really making too many moves, though. Nathan Brzezowski now looking underneath the 07 of Lauren Vincent. In front of him, we see the 48 and the 78 side by side as well. And this is, you know, mid-pack racing here. These guys are doing quite well. A little further up the pack, Justin Parham. Get a little bit of pressure here from the 24, Matt Parasini. Back off. It's a lot of being able to consistently hit your runs. And, you know, just one small mistake here is going to eat up a lot of time. There goes the 24 to the outside of the 19. Outside seems to be carrying a lot of speed, but sure is going to chew up them tires. Ooh, the 19 gets a little loose. That's going to let Matt Parasini get by. Parasini now has his eyes set on the 94, Jesse Whittington. Sean Hill's got a 0.3 of a second lead. Meanwhile, back here, Nathan Brzezowski now looking to get past the 78 of Brad Young. Got a nose ahead going into the corner, coming out. They're still side by side. Young staying out ahead just a little bit, able to hold him off on that outside. Oh, they make a little contact. They're able to keep going. It's going to allow the 07 of Lauren Vincent to get a nice run going here. '78 of Brad Young is going to get passed by both of them. Loses 2 positions there. Brad Young down to 14th. Matt Bayens just making his way past Michael Lawrence. Now he's looking at the inside of the 78 of Brad Young. He's looking to get himself up more towards the upper middle. We got another lead change going. Oh, looks like we might have had a lap car in the way there. It's the 56 of Walt Lipicki. We saw him getting split by the leaders. It's going to allow Travis Bennett to regain the lead here. Everyone falling nicely in line now. Not seeing anything too close on the relative, way back of the field. A little bit of action. We'll keep it up here for a little bit, see what happens. So the field's starting to get a little spread out now. We've got 28 laps in on this run. People start wearing out their tires a little bit. Now that's kind of where you're going to start to feel it. The car's going to start to feel a little tighter. It's not going to rotate as well. Ooh, 24, Matt Parasini gets loose. He's able to hold on to it. Allow Justin Parham, though, to get back around him. Jay Stinson now running 6th. He's up 2 spots from where he started. See people running different lines. We got some drivers running that low line, some drivers running the high line. As I can see, we got back to 10th place here. We got Matthew Fritz, and then almost over a second and a half behind Josh Hall. And then it just, the gaps are forming. Justin Parham now, Sharon Hill going the opposite direction. He's down to 6th now. 33, Zach Steffens gets a little loose, is able to hold on to it though, keep most of his momentum. 19 to Parham will make a move on the outside to get it done. Justin Parham currently 3rd. Sharon Hill's got some company in his rear view. The 93 of Zach Lockett, 24 Matt Parasini right behind him. Up front, Travis Bennett losing the lead to Jesse Whittington. Oh, tires. He's trying to save some tire now. Maybe some fuel. See, the stage ends at end of lap 65. Bennett also going the wrong direction, like Sharon Hill. I'll falling back. Looks like he'll probably fall back to at least 5th here. Let's see if he, Jay Stinson will get by him. It looks like he will. He's just running down low, though.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, yellow flag is out. Our first caution of the night. Of course, caution sponsored by, or presented by Blue Ridge Auto Group. Visit BlueRidgeCDJR.com. Mention seeing this stream and any of these cautions. Get an additional $500 off your best deal or 10% off a parts order or service visit. Just get online and go to BlueRidgeCDJR.com. Folks, let's go back and take a look, see what happened. All right, here we got the 24, Matt Parasini. Ripping it down low underneath the 5 of Sharon Hill. Oh, there goes the rear end of that car. And around they go. Around he goes, hits the wall, brings out the caution. Now I'm seeing some other cars crashing after the fact. Let's take a look. Jay Stinson, Matt Baines also showing his crash. Maybe just because they're slowed down? Huh. Don't know why it showed them as crashed. Definitely not crashed. Huh. Well, first caution of the evening comes out on lap 40. Just started 40. Yeah, this is giving me all sorts of crazy information. It keeps saying people are crashing. That's definitely not the case. Well, this will get the field stacked back up. I don't think we'll see anyone pit here, being so close to the end of the stage. I mean, we're just about 20 laps, but yeah, could be wrong. A few people had to pit, obviously, for damage, get a fast repair. Here we go. Double file, double file. Whittington gonna take that outside line. Parham on the inside for row 1. Row 2, Justin Parham and Jay Stinson. Row 3, Zach Steffens, Zach Lockett. That was a good initial green flag run. Let's see if we get another one here to the end of the stage.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag flies once again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Whittington, what a launch. Everyone's sleeping behind him here. Justin Parham going to secure that second spot. Leaving Chase Stinson in third. Zach Lockett and Zach Steffens. Battle of the Zachs, different spellings. Zach with the K comes out on top. Well, look now, who's that? That's the man, the myth, the legend, the 68, Devin Buchino. Up front early here at Bristol. Fritz Bennett duking it out along with Brzezowski and Steffens. Oh, Brzezowski into the wall a little bit there. Not going to lose too much momentum, though. Good hard racing from these drivers. I see Walt Lipicki back into pit. Brzezowski will get past Steffens. Fritz now battling on the outside. Ooh, Zach Steffens gets a little loose coming out of the turn. Gonna allow a few more cars to go by. Now he'll be able to tuck up in line. Gonna ride around. I think that's kind of what we're gonna see from a few people. Jesse Whittington's got about 0.4 of a second lead. Just under or over, depending where he's at in the corner. Jorge Ledesma Jr. down pit lane as well now, I see. Zach Lockett, a little pressure now from the 45 of Jay Stinson. Both of them a little bit putting pressure on that 19 of Justin Parham. Devin Buchino putting his nose up in here as well. Looks like the 93 will get to the inside of Parham. Lockett got by, or, yep. Stinson got by. Now,
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag flies once again. Not sure what this one is for. I got nothing on my event viewer. Did I write down the wrong number? Wouldn't that be funny if this is the stage? And I wrote it down wrong. Nope, 65. Okay. Not exactly sure what happened there. Let's see here. Let's rewind a little bit, see if we can find it real quick. All right, we'll just kind of go through some of the cars here, see if we can see anybody around. Yeah. Not really sure what happened there. So this is way after the fact. I think this is just going to be them pacing. Yep. Okay. Well, not exactly sure what brought out the caution there, but second caution does fly, which is going to leave us a short shootout to the end of the stage. Now, that did cause for everybody to pit. Sorry, I should have mentioned that while I was trying to find what happened. But everyone now has come down pit lane. So we'll see the pace car dip down. They will take the start of lap 59 under green. Stage ends at the end of lap 65.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag flying. Ooh, the 45, 93. Not the greatest starts. Whittington leaving him behind once again on the restart. Leaving these guys back here to battle it out. Brzezowski gonna get up to third there. Jay Stinson going the wrong way on the inside and losing positions. Now Travis Bennett gets around him to the outside. Bennett up to fourth. Brzezowski, our biggest mover, though, he's up 16 positions. Oh, why did it say everyone pit? That did not... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having some technical difficulties with all my stuff. No one pitted. I didn't already pit. My apologies. '77 in the 01, duking it out hard, fighting over third here. Meanwhile, Zach Lockett, Jesse Whittington pulling away from the rest of them here. Does Lockett have enough to take away the stage win from the 94 Jesse Whittington? I don't think he's going to have enough to do it. He's going to have to make a bold move in the next corner, but I think he's just too far away. Not going to be able to carry the speed he needs.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Whittington crosses the line, your stage winner here at Bristol, followed by Zach Lockett in second, Travis Bennett third, Devin Butchino fourth, Nathan Brzezowski up fifth, Jay Stinson sixth, Zach Steffens will come in seventh, Justin Parham eighth, ninth will be Sharon Hill, followed by 10th, Matt Fritz. So all those guys will get a few little bonus points. You know, even though some of these drivers are not in the playoffs, they're still, you know, trying to place as high as they can in the point standings, battling with each other as well still. All right, we see him now dipping down into pit lane. Better to go find where our man Jesse Whittington is at. Get ready to get him in here for a little interview. All right, let's get him into the broadcasting booth. Jesse, Matt up in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
Congrats on another stage win here this evening, man. You are absolutely leaving them behind on the restarts. And just looking real good out there. And tell me, how's it feeling? How's your race going so far? And what are your plans for the rest of it here?
Pray. Just pray that I stay out of trouble. That's all about all there is to it.
Yeah, Bristol, Talladega, Daytona. That's my strategy as well. Well, man, you're looking
Hey, I mean, that's all we can hope for.
for sure, man. You're looking real good out there tonight, man. Congrats once again on getting the stage win. Quick, short pace laps here this evening, so I'll get you back with your team, and hopefully we'll be speaking with you again after the race.
All right, I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night.
Thank you. You too, buddy. There you have it. That was our race winner. Or not race winner, our stage winner. I am all tongue tied this evening. My apologies. That's the number 94, Jesse Whittington. Matt Pericini had pit on lap 56, so he stayed out. He's in control. Now he's leaving these guys in the dust. Leader has such a huge advantage here at these short tracks. We'll have to see if Matt Percy can hold on to it. He's on about 9-lap older tires. So we shall see. When racing out, oh no. Yellow flag out again. Bunch of red on my event viewer. At least 4 cars wrapped up in this one. Josh Hall was the first name to pop up on the event viewer. So let's go back, take a look at it here, see what happened. All right, so we see Josh Hall right behind Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence there. Oh, Lawrence gets into the back of the 72 a bit. He spins. Hall spins trying to not hit the guy. 4, Brad King smacks him. I see the 23 of Carlton Charles involved. 78, Brad Young. Luckily, none of that looked like too bad a damage. Looked pretty minor. Yeah, I think Josh Hall probably got the brunt of it there. That little jab from the number 4. See how his car's doing. Yeah, a lot of these guys all coming to pit. Getting their damage fixed back out there. Hopefully this isn't how it goes the rest of the race. We'll see though. We'll see though. I mean, it's Bristol, baby. There's going to be cautions. Well, 74 laps into this one. 200 total laps. I think we'll see the lights off on the pace car this time by. We'll get them 2 by 2.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. Let's get them going again. Matt Pericini, good launch. Jesse Whittington, actually a good launch with him too there on the outside. He's going to be able to dip down in front of Zach Lockett. Now we got Lockett and Steffens side by side for third. Steffens running up high right away. May not necessarily have been by choice, but Getting pretty single file here. Once again, that's all right. We got a lot of laps to go yet. No more stages for the rest of this race. Nothing to contend for except for those points at the end when we get to lap 200. Well, spread out with everybody here. That's all right. Oh, as I say that, Lockett Steffens duking it out here for second. Meanwhile, Parasini already got 8/10 over these guys. Steffens trying to make up the ground. Let's take a ride on board here with the 33 is Zach Steffens. Yeah, they barely get on the throttle. As soon as you're full, you're off again. You barely even get to the rev limiter. These laps sure do go quick, though. Now he's got the 77 and Nathan Brzezowski looking to his inside. Gonna try and take third away. Zach holding strong, though, on the outside. Able to keep himself in front of Nathan Brzezowski. Now Brzezowski's looking to the outside. Ooh, Brzezowski into the wall. Looks like he's able to keep all the momentum going, though. Looks like he will slide on past the 33, Zach Steffens. Matt Parasini now with a 1.5 second lead over Lockett. This is perfect for him. Now, he doesn't have to push. He's got no pressure right now. He can sit there, save tires, run the pace he wants for a while, till these guys catch him anyway. But all the while that these guys are racing hard, trying to catch him, they're going to be wearing their tires down more than he is. Yo, one, Travis Bennett trying to hunt down that 94, Jesse Whittington. Folks, bit spread out throughout the field, and this is our closest battle right now. Way back of the field here, we got Josh Hall and Brad Young. Guys fighting over 16th place. Hall looks to be able to get the move done to the inside. He does. Hall will move up to 16th. Matt Baines, Lauren Vincent running pretty close. Two teammates, part of Royalty Motorsports. 68, Devin Butchino currently running 8th, down 1 position from where he started. Our biggest mover of the evening, though, right here. This is the 77, Nathan Brzezowski. ProRentalAmerica.com. Folks, we're over halfway done now. Can you believe it? Oh, 19, Parham, hard into the wall. Very hard into the wall. Let's go back. Let's take a little rewind. Not much else is going on. Let's see here. Oh, he just gets loose coming off the corner. I think it's probably good his rear end hit first, but tough break for Justin Parham. Zach Steffens making another attack run here on the 93 of Zach Lockett. Lockett gets a little loose off the corner. Gonna allow Steffens to get side by side with them and by him there. A little further back, Sharon Hill, Jesse Whittington. Hill comes out up front. Just gonna have Travis Bennett now running the high side. He's getting some positions here. Just like that, gets by Butchino and Whittington. Bennett and Hill on a move. On the move. Oh, my apologies. Stevens. Zach Stevens, not Steffens. I really apologize for that. Doing good. Been saying it wrong a lot. My apologies. A little further back in the field. Bennett, Hill getting around Brzezowski. These guys are cooking. Jay Stinson now looking on the outside of Jesse Whittington. He's going to get the move done as well. Our leader, Matt Persini, still has a second over Zach Stevens, who currently has about a half a second gap to Zach Lockett. So, Jesse Whittington now looking to get past Nathan Brzezowski, and he does. 23, Carlton Charles will be going another lap down. So these drivers starting to kick it into higher gear. Sharon Hill currently running 4th, but he's got just about a second and a half to reach behind Zach Lockett. Meanwhile, pay attention to that timing tower. Zach Stevens is catching that gap, which was over a second, now down to half a second. shrinking a lot. He is right there now. '24, good defensive line there, trying to hold him off, but Zach Stevens is going to get him this time by number 33 to the lead. Going to go ahead and lead lap 120. Further back here now, Sharon Hill under attack from that 68 of Devin Butchino. Butchino, a little wobble there, gets loose. Is able to hold on to her. They're going to keep on fighting side by side. This is the battle over fourth, and right behind him, that's the 45 of Jay Stinson, the 01 of Travis Bennett duking it out. Who's going to come out on top? Meanwhile, our leader, Zach Stephens, got he's lit. Oh my gosh, tongue-tied. His lead is about half a second over that 24, Matt Parasini. Growing ever so slightly. Sharon Hill able to hold off the attack from Devin Butchino. Jay Stinson also staying out in front of the 01 of Travis Bennett. It's going on about 60 laps since these drivers last pitted. So they're all starting to feel the effects of it now. The field is definitely getting pretty spread out, except for this upper mid-pack here, still pretty close, battling it out. Well, of course, our leader, the 33, is Zach Stevens. His lead is gaining little by little. Meanwhile, Matt Parasini falling back a little bit. Zach Lockett catching on him. Now, Zach Lockett only 3/10 off for second, but now I can see our leader have to deal with some lap cars. How is that going to affect, you know, his gap over everybody else here right now? He's able to get past the 78, no problems. Matt Parasini, Zach Lockett now side by side. Zach's got to get past him for this lap car, and it looks like he'll be able to do so. Zach Lockett up to second, Matt Parasini down to third. Meanwhile, Sharon Hill getting passed by both Travis Bennett and Jesse Whittington. Boys are racing hard and clean. You'll love to see it here at Bristol. Jay Stinson looking to fight on the outside of Devin Butchino. Sends it in. It sticks. He's able to get by Devin and take over fourth place. Sharon Hill now feeling the pressure from the 01 of Travis Bennett. This is the closest battling here. We got to see that's now these guys got to maneuver around this lap car. The 01 of Travis Bennett going to get held up a little bit. Trying to get past that 78 of Brad Young. Not a lot of space here at Bristol. It's going to allow that 94 Jesse Whittington to tuck his nose underneath the 01 as well. Matthew Fritz is going to follow him as well. Tough break for the 01 of Travis Bennett. Getting stuck behind the lapper, but hey, that's just racing sometimes. Bennett finally able now to dip down back behind Matthew Fritz, get around that 78 of Brad Young. See the 81 of Josh Hall way down low, staying out of the way. Carlton Charles coming in for a pit. He is currently, I believe he was 2 laps down last I checked. Lockett and Parasini still close by. Jay Stinson catching on the both of them. Meanwhile, our leader, Zach Stevens, out on a 1.3 second lead over second place right now. Still sitting pretty. No lap cars in sight as of right now. Meanwhile, Zach Lockett, Matt Parasini, Jay Stinson. These guys all got a lap car to deal with here and try and get around safely. Sharn Hill, Jesse Whittington, back and forth. At 146 out of 200. Ticking down, ticking down. Travis Bennett making his way up to 7th now. So they're dealing with a few lap cars here. Always adds an additional challenge. Well, Jay Stinson still trying to get past that 24. Matt Parasini right on his tail. Great run on the outside there for Jay Stinson. 45 fry disposal machine. He gets the move done. Will take over 3rd place for now. Or not 3rd, 4th. Oh my gosh. Devin Butchino now looking to get past that 24 as well, but right on his heels, it's the 94, Jesse Whittington. Is the closest battle on track. Everyone else pretty darn spread out. I will note that our leader's interval, how much he's in the lead, is slowly going down. Zach Stevens, his lead is now only 1.2 seconds. At one point it was 1.4. So, could be doing a little tire saving here, a little fuel saving. Make sure he can get to the end of the race nice. Jesse Whittington right on the bumper of the 68 of Devin Butchino there. Whittington kicking it in a high gear now. Gets around Butchino, now getting around the 24, or trying to get around the 24 of Matt Parasini. Matt running up high, making Jesse have to pass him on the inside, which has not been preferred. I feel like most of the passes we've seen tonight have been on the outside. Jesse gets it done. Jesse Whittington up to 4th. Matt Parasini now has to worry about Devin Butchino, who's going to peek to his inside. Not quite enough momentum to get the move done. Folks, keep an eye on that timing tower. Our leader's gap is dwindling. Not very fast, but now he's down to a 0.8 for that 33 machine. 0.8 of a second ahead. 40 laps here to go at Bristol. One making their way past that lap car. That's the 81 of Josh Hall. Does a great job staying out of the way. Great racecraft. Butchino Bennett side by side. We see Josh Hall going into pit. Butchino and Bennett still side by side here. Who's going to come out ahead of the other? Our leader kicked it into high gear. He got his lead back up over a second. Everyone else on the field kind of just riding around. Not too much action. Jay Stinson slowly reeling in the 93 of Zach Lockett. Right behind him, though, Jesse Whittington is reeling him in. Butchino looking on the outside of Bennett. Switch rolls down. Bennett looking on the inside, trying to make something work. Butchino way up the track. Smacks the wall a little bit. Gets a killer run. Butchino going to hold on to 6th now. Vince Brett in chat says Stevens at Bristol is always impressive. Raced against him here a few weeks ago. Definitely a master of this place. I would have to agree. So he's gotten the lead. He has not given it up yet. Running pretty darn good ahead of these other guys. These three racing hard here for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Oh! Bennett, great move there. Oh, Matt Parasini hard into the wall. Almost makes contact with the 68. Ooh, it's getting dicey. Pericini can't keep it off the wall in the corners right now. Butchino slides up in front of him. Gonna get the move. Butchino up to 6th. 23 laps here to go at Bristol. Well, that's gonna push the gap of everybody quite a bit. Our leader, though, only down to 6/10 over at second place. Well, everybody's tires starting to go. I see a lot more people smacking the wall. At the 72, Matt Bain's in his sights. Going to put him a lap down if he gets to him. A little further back in the field, Matthew Fritz and Devin Butchino. Looks like Fritz might have just a little bit more tire. We'll see. 18 laps to go. He gets past Devin Butchino for 6th place. Leader now in some lap traffic. It's going to put him in some dirty air here. That's allowing Zach Lockett to make up some ground. .33 able to make it through some of this lap traffic here. A little bit of open road in front of him again. Able to grow his lead a little bit more, but now he's got more lap cars to deal with right away. Smacks the wall a little bit. He's got two guys battling it out a little bit there. At least side by side. They're not really battling for position, but running two different lines. And he's looking to put, that's the 5 of Sharn Hill, 10th place. If he gets by him, he'll put him a lap down as well. He does get by and will put him a lap down. 11 laps to go here at Bristol. Zach Stevens still able to keep a decent lead over Zach Lockett. Everybody smacking the wall quite a bit there. Ooh, 4 kind of cut down the track there. That slowed up the 33 a lot. That allowed Zach Lockett to catch up right on his bumper now, within a car length or two. Zach Lockett, though, got to get by that 24. Matt Pericini, he does. Stevens is able to extend his lead by up to 4/10 again. 8 laps to go. Can he do it 8 more times? Well, further back, we got Justin Parham, Devin Butchino battling over 7th place. Butchino will take, well, I want to say he'll take it, but not quite officially his yet. There we go. He got her now. Whittington under pressure from the 45 of Jay Stinson there. Gonna make a little contact, not a lot of space, trying to go too wide past the lap car. Now Map at the 72 and the 77 behind them. They're battling for a position as well, but way back in the field. 4 laps to go, and our leader, Zach Stevens, up to 7/10 of a second of a lead now. Whittington able to stay in front of Jay Stinson. Three laps here to go at Bristol. This is the closest action, as now Stevens has got almost a second of a lead again. Everywhere else pretty spread out. Back here, Matt Bayens, Nathan Brzezowski duking it out for 10th. Meanwhile, we got Devin Butchno, Justin Parham still duking it out. These guys are a little further up the field. We'll see who's going to come out in front to take 7th. Will it be Parham or Butchno? Looks like Parham across the line for 7th, but the real spotlight of the evening here, the 33 is Zach Stevens taking home the victory here. Absolutely dominating performance tonight. Great racing from everybody. There's only 2 or 3 cautions, maybe 4 at max. That's for 200 lapper at Bristol. Well done, drivers. Well done. That was quite the show they put on this evening. Folks, thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and get ready for our top 3 interviews here in just a moment. 1 second while I get that ready, and we'll be right back with that. Oh, folks, we're still waiting on some drivers. Let's go ahead and get through our race results. Of course, Zach Stevens taking the win, followed by Zach Lockett, Jesse Whittington rounding out your top 3. Jay Stinson coming in 4th, with Travis Bennett rounding out the top 5. Matthew Fritz finishing 6th, followed in 7th by Justin Parham. 8th goes to Devin Butchno. Followed in ninth by Nathan Brzezowski, rounding out your top 10, Matt Baynes. 11th will be Sean Hill. 12th, Lauren Vincent. 13, Brad King. 14th, Matt Parasini. And rounding out your top 15 is going to be Brad Young. Michael Lawrence coming in 16th, followed by Carlton Charles in 17th. 18th belongs to Jorge Ledesma Jr. 19th, Josh Hall. 20th, Walt Lepicki. Running out the field, not making a start park, Kenneth Redinger. All right, folks, looks like we have all our drivers waiting to be interviewed. Let's go ahead and get with our third place finisher, the 94, Jesse Whittington. Jesse, Matt up in the booth, you got a copy.
I got you.
Good to be talking to you back here again after the race. Got a stage win there, but didn't really get back up front after it. Tell me, what kind of troubles were you running into with not being able to get back up to the front of the field?
Uh, I was just thinking that saving tires was going to be more important than track position, and for a little bit it was looking like that was the case. But as soon as you started battling, the leaders started catching some lap traffic, so they were battling. Everybody's tires just ended up kind of evening out, and it all depended on whenever you caught traffic. Because if I remember correctly, I was less than 2 seconds behind them whenever I got to third place, and then caught traffic at a bad time and couldn't do anything about it. So that's just Bristol for you. I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing else to it but Bristol.
Yeah, like you said, the traffic, catching them at the wrong times. We definitely saw a lot of drivers tonight lose their momentum in runs, having to get past some lap traffic. Luckily for you, though, did quite well. Still able to finish P3 for the evening. Nothing to throw shade at all. Before we let you go, celebrate this one. Who would you like to thank and shout out?
Absolutely. Of course, on the hood tonight, primary sponsor for tonight, Blacklight. Use code JWIT at checkout for 10% off. Um, I got to throw a shout out to my wife, my kids. They never complain whenever I come out here and do this. I can't thank them enough for their love and support for everything. Big Fish Barbecue, -273 gloves. My buddy Luke Haley, Nubwo, and Shady Rays. Can't thank all the love and support that I get, and of course Premier Setup Shop. Um, I can't thank everybody for all the love and support I get from everyone. I love the way that this car looks on track, and I hope y'all do too. So, thanks to you for putting the show on every week. Thanks to the league for allowing me to run and having a good time over here. Um, be back at Kansas next week, see if we can lock into the Final Four.
For sure, man. Great racing tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here next week.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, have a great rest of your night.
You too, buddy. There you go. That was our third place finisher, the 94, Jesse Whittington. He did win the stage, if you'll recall, but was not able to get back to the front. It's all right. Great race for him. Nonetheless, now we'll get with our second place finisher, the 93 is Zach Lockett. Zach, Matt up in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, gotcha.
And great racing here this evening. It looked like for a minute there you might have been able to catch up with the other Zach Stevens, our leader tonight, but some lap traffic kind of getting in the way. Didn't quite work out for you, but go ahead, tell me about your race this evening and maybe some particular triumphs you had to overcome tonight.
Yeah, didn't qualify particularly well, I guess. I mean, I think I qualified ninth, and then really everyone was kind of saving that whole first stage, and we're kind of running the bottom in in a line, and ended up working my way up to get second in the stage, and at the beginning of after that, around lap 70, I mean, I really didn't think we were going to go green all the way, so was saving at the start, and then kind of realized we were stringing out and there was potential for this to go green for a long time. And I think I ended up saving a little bit too much because I was behind the 24 for a while, and then Zach, who ended up winning, just kind of said, screw it, I'm going to go get in front of him at least, and got around me, and then just kind of pulled away a little bit. And then I kind of didn't think about this at Bristol here. How yes, you got to run the bottom to save tire, but at the end of the day, once everyone's on 100 lap old tires, it's going to be really hard to pass someone who's just protecting on the top. So once Zach got around me, he was pretty much good to go with just holding off and defending me. So I probably should have done a little bit better at the start, just using a little bit more tire to kind of get in front of him and maybe get in front of the 24 and just try to defend the whole rest of the race. But maybe was a little bit too patient, saved a little bit too much, but we'll take it. We'll take a second in the stage, second in the race, and yeah, that's overall still a good run.
A great run indeed, and yes, because just sometimes underdriving can be just as bad as overdriving, not getting what you want. But
Right.
hey, I mean, that's, you live and learn. P2 ain't nothing to bat an eye at. Bad wise, great finish, great race, the whole race. Before we let you go here this evening, who would you like to thank and shout out?
Yeah, got to shout out everyone at Adrenaline Racing. Nate Brzezowski here, sticking out the rest of this season with me. Really appreciate him. He had a great run. Had some speed. I know he qualified in the back, but showed some speed throughout the race. And yeah, I want to give a thank to the admins here, Devin, Ryan, everyone who puts on this league. It's been really fun this season. It's crazy to believe we're already winding down here the last couple of weeks, but hope to come out next week at Kansas and lock myself into the Final Four. Hopefully, been pretty consistent all year, so should have another good run there. And yeah, man, thanks for broadcasting every week. Really appreciate it.
Hey, anytime. Our pleasure here at Royalty Racing Network. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next week, buddy.
All right, sounds good.
There you have it. That was our second place finisher, the 93 of Zach Lockett. But let's get with the man of the evening. That's right, the 33 of Zach Stevens. Zach, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you, man.
And great race this evening. Once you got out front, you just stayed there. You had a huge gap on the rest of the field for quite a bit there. It's a few lap cars got in the way, but man, congrats on a great run tonight. Tell me just about your race, how you're able to be so dominant here at the second half of the race.
I just I feel good at Bristol, whatever car I'm in. It's probably one of my better tracks. But yeah, that last run, I just wanted to get to the lead and control the race because later on in the run, it's just so hard to pass. I was worried I cooked the tires too much, but was able to lock it off there. Like I said, it's just so hard to pass later on, and so I decided to just go for it at the beginning. If I was going to lose, he was going to have to pass me. So, lucky enough, saved enough tires. Lap cars did a good job actually getting out of the way. They didn't do too bad. They was pretty friendly out there. They saw us coming, so thanks to them for that. But yeah, all in all, a really fun race. Like I said, I love Bristol. Not a big fan of the car, but a big fan of the track.
Bristol's also one of my favorite tracks indeed. Well, congrats on the win here, man. Well deserved. Before we let you go celebrate this victory, and when you'd like to thank or shout out.
Yeah, I just want to thank the league, everybody that works hard on it. You for broadcasting, my teammates over at Venom, Jay, Matt, Justin, and my dad and my uncle's watching. And I think that's it, man.
Well, good people to have on your side, man. Congrats again on the win, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
There you go. That was our winner this evening, the 33, Zach Stevens. Great run by him this evening. Great run by everybody, really, for such few cautions. There's hardly any cautions. 200 laps at Bristol. I don't know about how many of you guys actually are on the sim and play iRacing at home, that are back at home watching right now, but Bristol's one of those tracks where you kind of go into it expecting there to be quite a few cautions, but not with these guys. These guys did great racecraft, just great job by these guys. But that is our show this evening. We're actually done a little early here tonight. I enjoy my extra time. But don't forget to check out Triple F Bomb here this Saturday, broadcasting the Noma Next Gen series. And of course, next week, Josh will be back here on Tuesday for the SCSRA ARCA series. And also on Tuesday nights, we have Mr. John Ross, who broadcasts the Top Tier Racing League. They're racing the new Gen 4 cars. Exciting stuff. And of course, I'll be back here next Wednesday for race 2 of the round of 8. Looking forward to it at Kansas. Well, till then, I am signing off here at Royalty Racing Network. You all have a great